So we partnered with CT on a project for the DCMS, which was also going to be broadcast live by the BBC. It was a centenary event for the Battle of Passchendale, the Third Battle of Ypres, and we were going to be creating all the projection content for it, which turned out to be an hour-long show.
Kate Dawkins has done a number of jobs for us in the past, and she's always had a very good reputation. So I brought her in, and it was probably one of the best decisions we've ever made. We knew that she would put on a good show.
It was about making this very poignant event work across Cloth Hall, which is in the marketplace in Ypres. It was a massive canvas, 120 metres wide, 70 metres tall. The main hero shot from the BBC was 3/4 on to be able to get the stage and the building into the shot. That was in itself a very complex thing to consider when we were designing things.
The audience is viewing it from all around, so there's no way you can kind of just design it from one point of view. You have to take into consideration multiple points of view.
Well, we had software that we used within the studio called Previs, which is a real-time application which would allow us to be able to put our content very quickly onto the building and be able to look around at all angles. The beauty of this was that it allowed us to show the client exactly what the show was going to look like. Because the main importance was that they were seeing it as realistically as they could. So there comes a point in the project where I like to work out how the whole show is going to work. So I do a lot of sketches to work out the light and shade, the colour and contrast, and basically how all the ideas sort of flow and work continuously throughout. There was 4 sections within the show of the veterans speaking. I always saw them as a backbone of the show. The authentic voices of the veterans was incredibly hard-hitting and very, very sad. But another way the story of Passchendale was told was through theatre, and one of these sections was Warhorse. So I worked with Pete Meller, an illustrator and animator, for quite a while, and we wanted to bring him in on this section. He's very much a hand-drawn animator, so he had a very sort of fluid style, which is very much a contrast to what the rest of the team were bringing to this project.
It was really great that Kate was able to go to CT and see everything in the VR system.
We were able to stand at the base of the building and see our content in the scale it would be when you're actually there. So we worked really closely with CT throughout the entire project. They were there a week ahead of us so that they could get the projectors and everything in place ready for when we turned up. Therefore, we could start working straight away and start seeing the work ahead of the rehearsals. The really important thing for us was the sense of authenticity. It was being able to use archive footage and photos of the soldiers, of their family. Every piece of handwriting in each sequence was from the original letters. To have impact on communication as well as visibility, we had to be careful what typography we did put on the building. You can't make things go around the windows. It's not a flat surface, which is why we went for the supersized type across the building. You don't often get a chance to do this. There was some very dark moments and we needed to bring the audience back up. One of these moments was the sort of Cotswolds where we did this incredible colourful piece across the building, which was very dramatic and was photographed a lot actually. There was a very powerful moment, the soldiers in the windows, reflecting how many soldiers had marched through Menin Gate never to return. Projects like this just don't come about every day, and it was an incredible honour to work on it and a massive deal for our studio.